All right, good morning, guys. So it is the next day here. We made it through last night's storm. Today is move day. We're getting ready to hit the road. I'll get back with you guys in a minute. All right, so we are in the process of packing up. So let me give you guys a heads up on what happened. Unless you've been hiding somewhere or not paying attention to the news, or unless you live in one part of the country that really wasn't affected, a lot of times people don't pay attention if it doesn't affect them directly. But since we are moving, it does affect us. So we are in tune with the weather and weather systems that are going on around the country, especially in the areas that we're going to go through. So we've been watching a storm that started way over in Texas, or somewhere around them parts, which devastated Austin with tornadoes, and it also devastated New Orleans with tornadoes. But as far as we're concerned, here in Mississippi, it was nothing but a lot of rain, a lot of lightning, and a little bit of wind. But more on that, once I get on the road, we'll go through everything and then some. All right, so what's up, guys? So we made it to New Orleans, Louisiana. Actually, we're in a place called Westwego, which is about 15 minutes just outside New Orleans, in a state park called Bayou Segnette State Park. I don't know if I've mentioned this in the past. I am a huge fan of state and national parks. Unfortunately, our rig is a little too big for national parks. Or some of them, I should say, but state parks usually are very accommodating. This one that we're at right now has a downside. It doesn't have any sewer. It has water and electric for $30 a night. You can't beat it. I'm going to take a drive, or I'm actually going to ride my bike, and I'm going to show you guys the campground. It's got a wave pool. It's got 2 bathhouses. I'll point those out. But I love this place. Really, really nice. Very quiet. I'm not sure if you can hear in the background the frogs. It's just very quiet. I'll show you when I go for a ride around how far the sites are from one another. Nothing compared to where we just came from, where our neighbor was literally 10 feet away from us. This is actually pretty cool, but here, I'll take a quick ride on my bike. Yes, the camera's going to shake a little bit, but hopefully you'll bear with me. All right, so here's our site number 42. Our nearest neighbor is way over there. We have nobody across the street, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump on my bike here, and I'll take you guys around the neighborhood. Here we go. All right, so I'm at the actual front of the campground area. This campground is way at the back of Bayou Segnette State Park. So you come down this road here, right there. And if you're coming this way, obviously you turn right into the campground. And it basically has two loops. So we happen to be at the end of the first loop. So I brought you out here first from our site, and now I'm going to take you in and I'm going to show you a few things along the way, like the second bathhouse and also the dump station. Check this out. So in addition to the campground, Bayou Segnette State Park also has cabins. And I'm going to take a ride now and I'm going to show you some of those. Here we go. So I hope you guys liked that. That was just a quick tour of the campground, or the actual campsites themselves. There's more to this place, and maybe tomorrow I'll ride my bike out a little further and show you guys the wave pool and stuff like that. But that's it. Tomorrow we're heading out to the French Quarters in New Orleans, and we're going to bring you guys obviously some footage of that place. So What's up, guys? Good morning. It is the next day here. We are in New Orleans at Bayou Segnette State Park. This morning, we are heading into downtown New Orleans. We're going to go to the French Quarters. That's basically the only thing that we really have scheduled to do here in New Orleans. Around the French Quarters area, there's a bunch of small little attractions, some good places to eat that we picked out, and that's exactly where we're heading. We're going to do it a little different. We're going to leave the truck here today, and we're going to take an Uber for several reasons. I think the number one reason is the traversing around New Orleans, and we did some research that says that there is some parking issues around the French Quarter area, and if there's parking issues for regular people, putting this baby in parking areas or parking lots is kind of difficult. So we are going to do the Uber. We're going to take the Uber route. It's a little bit more expensive or costly, but when you lump everything together, the mileage on the truck, the fuel consumption from the truck, the probably paying for parking over there, this is probably easiest. So we're heading now to French Quarters. Let's go check this out. All right, so after having a few bayonets with some coffee, we made it out here to Bourbon Street. It is during the day, obviously. I'm not with all that craziness that probably goes on here at night. But we're out here. We made it. We're just gonna walk Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street, baby. Bourbon Street. So we are basically done on Bourbon Street. Myrna has us on a wild goose chase, chasing this neighborhood with colorful houses. So I'm done. Lots and lots of walking. It's almost like a miniature New York. But that's it. Waiting on our Uber to head back to the campground. But French Quarters is a wrap. All right. So after a day in New Orleans of us having fun, it's time for Mia to have fun with her patented soccer ball, which, trust me, was brand new at one time. They only last about, soccer balls only last about 10 minutes with her. But now it's time for her to expend a little energy. So we had a great time today in New Orleans. But now it's back to the campground. Look at her. She's destroying this soccer ball. Let's see if I can get it from her. Come here. There's no way. There's no way I'm getting that ball from her. So we had a great time in New Orleans. The drive from Bayou Segnette State Park into New Orleans with no traffic is about 20 minutes. However, when we left New Orleans today on the way back over here, it's rush hour traffic, so it was about a 45 to 50 minute drive in here. And like I told you guys earlier, we took Uber. I think it was pretty expensive. It was like $45 round trip together. But when you put it all together, you talk about the diesel, talk about parking. I mean, it was just worth it for us to take Uber. So we're back at the campground, and I hope you guys enjoyed New Orleans. Tomorrow will be a down day here, just hanging out, doing camping stuff. So what's up, guys? Good morning. Today is our last day. Actually, we're moving today. We're going to be heading up a little further west on our trek over to the West Coast, or towards Texas to start off. So we are still here at Bayou Segnette State Park, but this morning we are going to be heading to a place called Sulphur, Louisiana. Now, I was going to do the map and include the state of Louisiana. However, since we are staying one more night in Louisiana, I'll do it later. The best part about RVing and getting good at this stuff is that I can literally move us just like that. We are in Sulphur, Louisiana, and we are in a new campground. You look behind me, no big deal, just off the highway. It's called A+ RV and campground, or RV something. We're only here for one night, so we're gonna do the Louisiana sticker right now and get that out of the way, and we're gonna call this video, this trip, a wrap. Stand by. Okay, so here we go. Louisiana is in. We're done. Next stop, Texas.